5 minutes ago, social media exploded with a shocking claim. Marek arrested? But what's really happening behind the headlines, and is his life really destroyed? Today, we're unpacking the latest rumors surrounding Marek, the Roloff family, and the dramatic changes fans are calling the end of an era. If you've been following Little People, Big World, you know that Amy Roloff's life has been under the spotlight for nearly 2 decades. From her marriage to Matt Roloff to her new life with Chris, fans have been invested in every twist and turn. And lately, the headlines have been more intense than ever. Let's start with the rumor itself. Marek arrested. As of now, there is no credible evidence or official reporting that Chris has been arrested. No police reports, no court filings, no confirmed statements from law enforcement or representatives. This story appears to have originated from social media speculation, sensationalized YouTube videos, and fan forums. In today's digital environment, 5 minutes is all it takes for a rumor to spread like wildfire. But why does this rumor feel so believable to viewers? Because Chris has been part of some very public changes in Amy's life. Chris and Amy's relationship began quietly after her divorce from Matt Roloff. Unlike Matt, Chris has largely stayed out of the spotlight, maintaining a low-profile lifestyle. That's part of why some fans speculate. If someone is suddenly absent from public updates, it fuels rumors of scandal. Now, let's talk about the claim that someone destroyed Chris's life. Speculation has pointed fingers at the Roloff family, former friends, or even social media drama as responsible for creating tension between Chris and the wider Roloff network. Some online posts suggest that Chris has been overwhelmed by negativity from fans, criticism about his role in the family, and disagreements over property and business matters. In reality, what most likely happened is much more mundane. Life after a high-profile marriage is complicated. Amy and Chris's lives are intertwined with a family whose history has been televised for years. Decisions about property, finances, and public appearances can create stress, but stress is very different from life-destroying betrayal. Speaking of property, Amy has faced her own challenges. Recent developments reveal that Amy sold her portion of Roloff Farms, a move that fans describe as losing everything. But let's break down what that really means. The sale of the farm was likely a practical decision, not a sign of collapse. Maintaining such a property, with its history, public attention, and business obligations, is an enormous responsibility. Selling her share allowed Amy to focus on personal happiness, business ventures, and her relationship with Chris. Amy's little kitchen, another significant part of her life, was also sold or restructured. Many fans viewed the brand as a symbol of independence, creativity, and legacy. Its sale may feel like a loss, but it could equally represent an intentional pivot, a way to simplify life and invest energy into new chapters. Meanwhile, the Roloff family dynamics continue to shift. Matt Roloff has remained active on Roloff Farms and in business ventures. The children have grown and established lives outside the farm. With these transitions, public attention naturally moves from one family member to another. Fans who once focused on Amy and Chris are now revisiting old grievances, creating online narratives of conflict that may not exist in reality. So, has anyone destroyed Chris's life? Based on available information, the answer is no. He has faced challenges, yes, but he also appears to maintain a supportive relationship with Amy and keeps a largely private life. Life adjustments, especially in blended families with decades of public history, can look dramatic online, but that's not the same as ruin. It's worth considering the role of social media and YouTube content in these rumors. Channels thrive on sensational titles. Chris arrested? Who destroyed Marek? Amy loses everything. They are designed to provoke emotion, not necessarily report verified facts. And with a dedicated fanbase, even a small spark of speculation can look like breaking news. But beyond the rumors, there's a deeper story here. Amy and Chris represent what happens when people try to build new lives after very public pasts. Amy's divorce from Matt was heavily covered on Little People, Big World, and viewers have carried their own judgments ever since. Chris entered that world not as a television personality, but as a private individual trying to navigate fame by association. That alone is challenging. Being part of a blended family with decades of history, public scrutiny, and social media commentary is stressful. Criticism online can feel intense. Misunderstandings